For the fine and coarse aggregate test, you will need a bucket of water, your temperature gun, and depending on your specific needs, your samples can vary from very fine aggregates to more coarse samples. You will also need your data collection table, the manual, a 1-inch brush and weighing scoop, a spatula, a syringe, scissors, a spray bottle of alcohol. You also need the Ag Plus fixture with pycnometer, a measuring cup, 3 filler plates, and bags for the various size samples. Making sure the CoreLok is on the on position, first check the device is running program 1. Selecting from the menu button, run through the settings making sure vacuum is at 99, dwell is preset at the factory, and seal is at 0.5. Start by taking all 3 filler plates and placing them inside the CoreLok. Then take your pycnometer and completely submerge the unit in your bucket of water till the temperature of the water and the pycnometer are about equal. This should only take about a minute or so. Next, take the pycnometer out of the water and dry it thoroughly. Once it is dry, place it back on the Ag Plus fixture and check to make sure it is level. When placing the filler plates, remember that the seal bar must be able to move freely and without obstruction. An inch wide gap will be visible between the filler plates and the seal bar. Finally, the caution sticker should be clearly visible. Do not place the filler plates on top of the caution sticker or seal bar. This will cause major restrictions in the movement of the seal bar and obstruct the view of the caution sticker. If the filler plates are placed incorrectly, simply rotate them 90 degrees to correct the problem. Using your measuring cup, fill the pycnometer to the black line on the inside of the unit. Once the water level has reached the black line, take your alcohol spray bottle and spray the water surface 3 to 4 times, thereby removing any air bubbles from the surface. Place the lid on the pycnometer, making sure the hole on the lid is clear from any obstruction. Then close down all the clamps, ensuring a tight seal is made. Now take your syringe, fill it with water, and insert it into the top of the lid. Slowly inject the water into the pycnometer until the water is forced out the overfill hole. Then, using a soft cloth, wipe off any excess water. Tear your scale and take the Ag Plus fixture to the scale and carefully place it on top. Wait for the scale to stabilize and record the weight. After recording its weight, dump the water out and dry the unit thoroughly in preparation for the next step. Once again, tare the scale, then take the weighing scoop and measure out a 500-gram sample. Once the scale has stabilized, record the weight. Now take the weighing scoop and put it to the side and fill the pycnometer halfway with water. Now, pour in your sample, being very careful not to lose any. The water should completely cover the sample. Take your brush and wipe off any excess left on the weighing scoop. Next, take your spatula and begin to stir the mixture in 8 equal increments around the circumference of the unit. After mixing, fill the pycnometer to the top of the black line . And spray the surface of the water with alcohol to eliminate any air bubbles. Place the lid on the unit, making sure it sits well and is clamped down. Now take your syringe, fill it with water and insert it into the top of the lid. Slowly inject the water into the pycnometer until the water is forced out the overfill hole. Then, using a soft cloth, wipe off any excess water. It is very important that step 5 is done in less than 2 minutes. Taking more than 2 minutes with step 5 can cause the sample to vary in weight. Now, tare your scale once again and carefully place your pycnometer on top of the scale. After the scale has stabilized, record its weight. Next, tare your weighing scoop and measure out a 1,000-gram sample. Record its weight and put it to the side. Next, tear off a bag and inspect it for any punctures, rips, or tears. Once again, tare your scale and place the bag on top and record its weight. Now take your sample and place it inside the bag, being very careful not to lose any, and using the brush to wipe off any excess into the bag. Once you have the entire sample in the bag, very carefully cradle the bag and place it inside the CoreLok. Spread the sample around evenly by folding the open side of the bag towards the back and gently shifting the bag from side to side. Finally, take the open side of the bag and lay it flat on the seal bar. Now close the CoreLok and wait for the bag to seal. Inspect your sample once it's done for any abnormalities. Tear your scale and take your sample to the water bath. Completely submerge the sample and with your scissors, make a small incision on the top right-hand corner of the bag. Once the water starts rushing into the bag, the sample will change colors and begin to settle to the bottom. During this step, always make sure the bag and sample stay 2 inches below the water. This will keep any air from getting inside the sample or the bag. After the sample has settled, make another incision on the other side and squeeze out any air bubbles inside the bag. Gently place the bag on top of the sample basket, making sure the entire bag is completely submerged. At this time, please make sure that the sample bag is left in the water and undisturbed for at least 15 minutes. This will ensure the most accurate results. Wait for the scale to stabilize and record its weight. Once you have completed the procedure, take your chart to the computer and open the Gravity Suite software. Choose the Ag Spec icon, then enter the data exactly as it appears on the data collection sheet. Once all your data has been entered, your results will automatically appear on the far right column of the screen.